Welcome. My name is Brea, and I'm an Accounts and Audit Semi-Senior at Foxley Kingham Chartered Accountants. I'm here today to talk about my journey from school leaver to trainee accountant, and to give you an insight into apprenticeships, particularly the accountancy apprenticeships we offer here at Foxley Kingham. My journey so far. Like many students, when I was at school, I had no clear idea what I wanted to do long-term. There were so many different career paths and routes available that it felt overwhelming. When I moved into sixth form, I still wasn't sure, so I chose a broad range of subjects to keep my options open and build transferable skills. At that stage, university felt like the default option. I enjoyed studying, and at school, it was very much seen as the normal next step. During sixth form, I developed an interest in psychology and applied to university to study it. However, I hadn't really thought about where that degree would lead or what career I wanted afterwards. As exam season approached, I realized I didn't have a proper backup plan. During a maths lesson, my teacher gave me a leaflet about an accountancy apprenticeship. Until then, I'd never seriously considered accountancy, mainly because I didn't know anyone in the profession and had very little real-life exposure to it. Once I started researching, I realized accountancy was far more varied and interesting than I'd expected. I applied for an accountancy apprenticeship, went through the interview process, and was offered a role. On results day, I also achieved the grades I needed for university. But despite university being the only route I'd ever really considered, something told me the apprenticeship opportunity was too good to miss. I decided to decline my university offer and accept the apprenticeship instead. 3 years later, I'm still at Foxley Kingham, and I'm now on track to becoming a qualified chartered accountant. What I learned early on. There are a few key lessons I took from this experience. First, it's good to have options. There's nothing wrong with applying for both apprenticeships and university. It gives you security and a plan B. Second, in accountancy, you don't need specific A-level subjects. While business or finance can help, it's really about applying the skills you already have to a new career. And finally, apprenticeships are not a backup option. They're a genuine and valuable route into a professional career, offering both qualifications and real work experience. What is an apprenticeship? An apprenticeship allows you to earn while you learn, often achieving a degree-level qualification without building up student debt. At Foxley Kingham, our accountancy apprenticeships follow an 80-20 split. Around 80% of your time is spent learning on the job, with the remaining 20% in structured learning, such as college or exam study. One of the biggest benefits is gaining hands-on experience from day one. You develop practical skills that employers genuinely value, while also studying towards professional qualifications. Apprenticeships versus university. Many careers, people assume require university, such as accountancy, law, or engineering, can actually be accessed through apprenticeships. For example, studying accounting at university may give you a degree, but it doesn't automatically make you a chartered accountant. You'd usually still need several more years of study after graduating. In contrast, the school leaver route can take a similar amount of time overall, while giving you years of experience along the way. Apprenticeships can also offer greater job security, as many lead directly into permanent roles. And of course, you're earning rather than building up debt. One of my biggest worries was missing out on the university lifestyle. However, I've found that I still enjoy independence, travel, and social life, just without the financial pressure. Why experience matters. In a recent interview with the ICAEW, I was asked why more students should consider the apprenticeship route. My answer was that real-world experience is essential, especially in accountancy. Studying gives you technical knowledge, but applying that knowledge in real situations is what makes you valuable as an employee. For me, the practical experience I've gained through my apprenticeship has made studying more interesting and far easier to understand. Accountancy is a broad profession. You can work in industry, managing a company's internal finances, or in practice, where you provide professional services such as accounting, audit, and tax to a range of clients. I currently spend around 70% of my time on audit work and 30% on accounts. I really enjoy the variety, as I work with clients across different sectors, including property, energy, telecommunications, and charities. Many audits are client-facing, which also gives you the opportunity to travel and really understand how businesses operate. Apprenticeships at Foxley Kingham. Foxley Kingham is an independent firm of chartered accountants and business advisors, established in 1968, so we're now nearly 60 years old. We're based in Luton and recently moved into new offices at Butterfield Business Park. Each year, we typically take on 2 to 3 apprentices, and we've been doing so for over a decade. Our 5-year accountancy apprenticeship is fully funded by the employer and the government. Apprentices start by studying the AAT Level 3 qualification, building a strong foundation in accounting and tax. After around 18 months, they move on to the ICAEW ACA qualification, which leads to becoming a fully qualified chartered accountant. One key difference at Foxley Kingham is our rotation scheme. Apprentices gain experience across multiple departments, including accounts, audit, tax, and specialist teams. This variety helps you develop a broad skill set and understand where your interests lie. We also offer flexible working hours, which is particularly helpful during exam periods, and strong exam support, including resits if needed, something not all firms provide. When applying for apprenticeships, it's important to remember that it's not all about grades. Employers want to understand who you are and whether you're a good fit for the firm. Researching the company, gaining any form of work experience, and developing a basic understanding of the profession all help you stand out. Applying to multiple roles is also important. It builds interview experience and gives you options. Apprenticeships are challenging. Working full-time while studying isn't easy, but they are incredibly rewarding. I didn't get everything right at the start, but I was lucky to find a role and a firm I truly enjoy. Thank you very much for listening. I hope this has given you a clearer picture of apprenticeships and shown that there are real alternatives to university. If you'd like more information about opportunities at Foxley Kingham, please feel free to get in touch via your teachers or careers advisors. I wish you the best of luck with the next step in your career.